Hey everybody, welcome back to the MLtP party, where up is down, left is right, and the rules don't matter because we're all mad here. Hope you guys are all doing good today. Gotta find the right overlay. There we go. Let me check out what's going on here. Oh, some of you guys are already here. Hi. I don't know who the heck you are, but I probably like you because I tend to like everybody. Um, I have a bunch of stuff to go over and to get into and stuff like that. Please bear with me because I'm still trying to figure out what order to go in with this update thing and with the Hatter's Weekly stuff to figure out how we're gonna blow it, I suppose. But really, I don't know. Like, the first thing that I wanted to start with is the other day we've been like I've seen people go as far as to like write articles saying that like we shouldn't be using the Aloha print and the Hawaiian print, and like I know that this isn't specifically relevant to MLtP entirely, but like it's more relevant to like the movement and stuff. And other people saying because it's like a symbol of peace or something like that. So I was like, what is it actually a symbol for? Because it keeps coming up, and I've mentioned it, and other people have. I've mentioned seeing it, and other people have mentioned seeing it. So I thought I would like take a second and just like look into what its actual meanings are and stuff. And I made notes, so hold on, I have to look up here because I'm half blind and senile and shit. Um, anyways, like one of the places I was reading about it at had a really nice line, and it said that it was short-lived, and it was a short-lived and dramatic flower, well, plant. I hope I'm not short-lived, but I'm certainly fucking dramatic. But all in all, like everything together, it seems to like have so many different meanings. Also, depending on what fucking color it is and shit like that. But all of it seems to revolve around the theory of like, you know, it's good shit, like positive shit. Like I don't see any mention of peace in any of it at all, though. It's like it's regularly known to symbolize youth, beauty, success, glory, even femininity. Um, the white ones, they're associated with like purity and femininity and innocence, and some cultures associate them with beauty. And the yellow ones are they're associated with fortune and good luck and happiness and sunshine or other things that they're attributed with. And let's see, the red ones obviously have like love and romance and shit like that. And then the purple ones are like associated with like wisdom or mystery, knowledge, stuff like that. The pink ones are, they're kind of like friendly love, like platonic love and shit like that. And like giving somebody one of those is like an expression of friendship and stuff. And I mean, like, there's so many different things. They're also used in different colors. They're also used to like represent hospitality and sometimes power, sometimes like respect, symbols of respect and shit like that. Like, there is so much shit that these things stand for. So even though I was romanticizing that it would be nice if it were true because it would be kind of neat, it is not a symbol of peace. It's a symbol of a lot of good shit, a lot of good qualities that I do see about the movement, but like, that ain't it. So now we know. It's been looked into. Uncle Bobby is letting everybody know that it is not a symbol of peace. It can be a symbol of friendship and shit like that, which is peaceful though. So, um, anyways, like, still in the intro, all you guys coming in and everything, thanks for being here. Really like to have you. That was not relevant to updates. It kind of was though. It was like, I guess, I was going back and correcting something. Well, it was a fact check. Freedom fact check. Oh, I was talking about the hibiscus flower and the print from it and stuff like that. I looked into like the history of the fucking shirt and everything like that too, and I mean like it's mostly like some marketing stuff. Like it doesn't really seem that symbolic. But yeah, no, I love the symbol, and it definitely is a great symbol, and it stands for a lot of really cool shit. I don't even want to get into the spiritual side of it too deep or anything like that, but it has carries lots of meanings with it too, and people use it in spiritual practices. Like in some place, in some beliefs, people use it to like repel negativity and even to actually protect from the evil eye. Um, I've seen people use it in good luck charms. People use it as like love in their love potions and shit like that, trying to attract love and all that junk. Let's see, what else did I find? Oh, so people use it for attracting good spirits and good fortune and things like that. And apparently, some people even use them in wedding ceremonies for like bless to try and get their blessings and stuff like that. So like spiritually, it's even a really good, nice, cool, chill thing. But I mean, symbol of peace or not, it's still fucking very fitting to use. I really like it. Uh, I don't think that was originally why it was picked, obviously, but to be honest, yes, see, we can use hibiscus to ward against tyranny. That's its new property. That's its new spiritual property. American grassroots practitioners are now using essence of hibiscus to ward off evil spirits and tyrants. Same difference, right? Jeez. Anyways, so don't forget to like and share this shit around and stuff so we can get it sharing around and everything. So we share this so it'll be shared. Oh, that's so good, Mike. You're really good at this stuff. Anyways, the first thing I'm gonna get into is I'm gonna talk about the libertarians. Like we don't like sit around sharing our personal lives or anything like that. So this is not gonna be like a journal. um like I mean we will talk about how stuff's going and everything like that, but to be honest, like the truth is a lot of us are really fucking busy right now doing various things. Like Deco is really busy doing his schooling, and I3 is really busy with this new rad job that like I keep bothering the shit out of him about it because it sounds cool. I'm just like, okay, so what's happening with it now? But it's really interesting, and he's really challenging himself and learning a lot of new things, I think. So like, he hasn't been around and to talk in the community as much lately, mostly in the back areas and DMs and stuff like that because he's been working on that shit. But he has been making it to the spilling episodes, and he's been very active in helping us figure out what to talk about in the other episodes and trying to make up lists of people to bring in and everything. And Deco, he's been doing his best to get us little segments. And I mean, this week we even had him for a little while. It was really nice to see him again. Dill, she has been enigmatic as heck, but like, I know it's because she's very busy. She's preparing to do some. She's working. She's doing lots of cool shit. She's preparing for a freer future, and at the moment she is literally like putting it to the grindstone. So we just I miss her dearly, but I really 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 support everything that she's doing right now. I hope that it pays off for her and everything like that. So, and hopefully we'll be seeing more of her in the near future. I really, really, really miss having her come in and all of her wild characters and stuff like that. And I'm gonna try to do morning stuff again because maybe if I do that, we might actually see her again. And I say that all the time, but as soon as my sleep schedule is so fucked. We'll get into myself here in a minute. I'm not gonna hit on Liz, aside from saying that he seems to be in good spirits and he's doing pretty good shit and he's still working around with us. But I'll hit on Liz more when we get to talking about the Boog Mission, quote unquote. Um, let's see. So myself and Creep, I know we've both been a lot busier lately than we normally are, like running around kind of crazy because there was a lapse in our busyness because we started getting all this help here and everything like that. And there was a lapse in Creep being around for a little while, and he explained that in the episodes leading and a couple episodes ago. But you know, doing the activism sometimes gets in the way of the show, and I would prefer people do activism instead of like action, instead of being in here just flapping gums with us if we can be out there hitting the pavement and stuff. And sometimes it gets in the way of us getting back on right away and stuff like that. So, whatever, it is what it is. And I myself preparing for the trip and trying to put things together. Our house needs to be unpacked still. Like it's still not unpacked. I'm not gonna lie. I am admitting that I'm Jordan Peterson would be really fucking upset. Like I'm going to the gulag because we got to finish getting everything unpacked here and set up and everything. We're living like some fucking bachelors out of boxes and shit. So I've been taking advantage of the little bit of extra time that I had to get super busy again because I'm not good at not being busy trying to fucking work on this shit here. Um, so I mean, like, I haven't been as available either, but I am still regularly checking DMs and ads and stuff like that. So if you really want my attention, just make sure to at me a bunch of times. I will not get upset. Also, on that note, with the checking in with Mike and how Mike's doing, I keep forgetting to do things. I keep forgetting to write things down because like I'll say I'll do something and then I mean to write it down, but I haven't fucking written it down yet, and then it slips my mind. So if you're out there and I told you I was gonna do something and I haven't fucking done it yet, fucking remind me because I'm not really sure what it is that I forgot. Funny how that happens. Like when you forget something, you can't always guess what you've forgotten. But yeah, help a brother out, please. Because I know there's something I'm forgetting. I have this nagging feeling in the back of my head that I'm forgetting at least a couple of things and that need to be done. So hit me up. I'm open. Um, let's see. And that's pretty much what's going on with the Libertines for the most part. I mean, we're sliding Tommy up in here, but he hasn't quite gotten into the workrooms with us yet, and he will be. And he's got great ideas. I like Tommy. He's really cool, and I'm just like kind of excited that he wants to get involved over here too. And even though I know he's probably gonna have limited time because he's always doing such rad shit. And I mean, we have like a resident regular, which is Magnus, and he's not really like hard on the team or anything like that, but we make him come in here and hang out with us at least every Monday because we like having him around. He's got some really good shit to say. He's got his own show, and if you guys aren't yet sub to that, you should be. Once this finishes processing, I'll like add some of his videos in the side tab or something like that, on the YouTubes. But like, um, yeah, you can just. I think I've updated all the new channels, but if I haven't, they should be updated on the YouTube page soon. I keep adding all of the badass hibiscus channels together in this one section, so you can just like go down there and follow everybody, but definitely follow Magnus because he's really cool. Let's see, what else do we got here? That's all the Libertine news that I have. Also, projects. So I'll move on and we'll get to talking about the projects and what's going on there. The show, I mean, must go on. It's been doing really well. We've been growing exponentially. I don't know if you guys, if I don't know if I mentioned it like to everybody or not because I've mentioned it to several people, but like over the past several months, we've been gaining like we had a giant jump back in the fall of last year, and ever since then, we've been gaining like 50 to 100 people on our following, like every fucking month. Maybe a little bit lower or a little bit higher. It depends on the day and stuff. It's just it depends on the month and shit. But like that's a big jump for us and what we're used to. So it's a little bit overwhelming, but it's also really exciting. It means we're able to get out there and talk to more people and stuff like that. So we're really appreciative that you guys have been sharing. You guys have been passing it around, because I know that it wasn't just us that managed to do this, and you guys are fucking awesome for it. Super awesome. Um, let's see. Also, later on, we have some shows still for this week. On Saturdays, I don't know if we're gonna do it every Saturday. It might be every other Saturday. It might just be at random on Saturdays. We're gonna try and get together at least a few people to sit down and hash out and just discuss specific topics. And I think some of you guys were there to see the nap one. Yeah, I love this shirt. This is a great shirt. That's exactly what it says. But the shit, I got distracted. Somebody talked about my shirt and I got fucking distracted. What the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah. So on Saturdays, we're doing these topical discussions. I'm not really sure how often they're going to be, but we did the nap one already, and that one was great and we really enjoyed it. And this Saturday, we're going to be discussing property. Like, what is it? Does it actually exist? Is it a spook? Is it a tool of the government? What is it many different things depending which angle you look at it from? We're trying to like just hash it all out and talk about it and how we feel about it, how we think about it, and maybe some really good conversations will come out of it. I think that we've got a little bit of a diverse table coming together. We'll see. If you want to be part of any of the discussions that we announce, hit me up and let me know, and we'll chat about it as soon as we possibly can. Please be patient with me if you're a new person that I haven't met before. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to like sit down and at least chat with you to figure out, you know, that if you're not, I don't want to like accidentally let like a Nazi in here or something, because I'm not gonna silence a Nazi if they're not hurting anybody. But no, I don't know. I might, if they're not hurting anybody, if they're literally just standing there, I'm not gonna put and talking about their ideas, I probably wouldn't do anything to them. If they were hurting somebody with their verbal abuse, I might pop one in the mouth. Man, that is such a nuanced subject. I keep getting hung up on that shit. Anyways, should be good stuff though. I still don't want to invite a Nazi on my show. Unless it's to talk to them about being brainwashed into fascism or something. Because I mean, they ought to know. They're the ones. Let's see. I gotta check the list again. Oh, tomorrow we're gonna have the Redacted Caucus. I don't know if it's gonna be multiple people or just one, but we're gonna be having someone and maybe some ones from the Redacted Caucus come on and discuss what it is, how it's going, where they want it to go, how you can get involved and help. Those of you who are involved in the Libertarian Party might be especially interested. Those of you who are curious about the Libertarian Party might be interested. I'm tired with the Libertarian Party, but I want to try. And so like I've thrown my hand in with this too, and I'm really interested to see, I'm curious to see where we can take it. In what little time we have left to take things like that in Minecraft and shit. So we're going to be talking about that in depth. I know we've mentioned it vaguely in passing. We mentioned it during the Redacted Revolution episode. And I've mentioned it in passing ever since, basically. But we're going to really hash it out and stuff like that. So I hope you guys come and bring your questions and get involved with that discussion too. And then you guys won't see me again until Monday, and you'll see all of us back at the spilling. That is, we're going to do a poll, I think, because it seems like it might be easier for some of us to start doing the Spilling the Liberty episode on Sunday evenings, so instead of Monday evenings. We're going to be putting out a poll over the next week or two to find out whether or not we're going to switch spilling to Sunday or not. and we will let you guys know as soon as we decide. It also has to do with like the people who like to come regularly. We're gonna have to check with everybody and stuff, but I've checked with almost everybody. Um, Still, we'll be doing that, so keep an eye out and help us out with some opinions on that poll when we put it out. Um, let's see, the LiberTEA Fund is the next part of the project that I want to talk about. It's doing great. Like, we had a few new subscribers, and because of that, like, back several months ago, we had busted the cap, and we're actually getting more than our bills cost in our subscribe star. And for a little while, it started to slide back down underneath it, but in just like a week, it popped way the hell back up over it. So we're now actually like our subscribe star is not only paying the bills, but it's adding a small bit into the LiberTEA Fund itself every month at this point. So that's really cool. I'm really excited about that. It makes me feel really awesome. Makes me feel pretty humbled that you guys are willing to help us with this shit and help us like keep this shit out there and stuff like that. I'm obviously still putting in out of my pocket regularly and stuff like that, and several members of the team also add to the fund regularly and stuff like that. It's doing really good. It's getting kind of healthy. Um, it is going to take a little bit of a hit when we go to get Lizard because it's definitely going to help us. And I'm very appreciative of everything that you guys have sent. I'm sure that Lizard is too. There have been like some nice little notes about it, or sometimes people are just like, for Liz, blah. You guys being supportive of us trying to get out there and sailing our brother's house back here with us is it's touching. It's great. Um, I'll get into that a little bit more here in a minute, but to let you guys know, our goal has been met on Subscribestar, and it's still growing. If you guys want to get involved in that, um, or actually drop anything for the LiberTEA Fund, you can hit us up on our coin tree. There it is, down in the corner. Wrong corner, Mike. Hit us up. No, this one. Oh God, I'm bad at this. It's right here. It's in this corner. Our coin tree. You guys can hit us up there, and that's where you can find links to use the white market, to use the gray market, crypto stuff, and everything like that in between. You can subscribe. You can get merchandise. We have merchandise and stuff like that, and different things like that. You can make single time donations. It's really helpful, and we definitely do use that stuff to help people out also in the movement. I don't want to like literally list out everything that we've done with it over the past week because um we haven't done as much with it with individuals over the past couple of weeks because we've been trying to like get a little bit of a pillow there to help us during this trip, but we have still been giving people help with like things that they need to set aside so that they can continue doing what they need to do. It's been a lot of like person to person help and shit like that. So I don't want to get into it because I don't want to like put anyone on the spotlight or anything. But like it's been good stuff, and we have been still making use of that in the community and stuff as well. So even with us giving some of it out to help people, it's still starting to like grow and get a little bit of a pillow. And also those of you who have offered us aid with the trip and everything as well, like y'all are fucking amazing. Super fucking thank you, all of you. Some of you I'm not entirely certain yet, but some of you guys with just your advice have like saved us at least $1,000, maybe fucking more. Um, anyways, um, but yeah. See, look, it's touching to Liz too. Liz is super touched, it's really touching to everybody that you guys are willing to help him and that you're willing to help us do all of the stuff that we're trying to do. And the more help we get, the more we can do. And, like, it's kind of my dream one day to be able to do a lot more than this. We're going to find other ways to fund it too, obviously. We're always on the lookout for other ways to fund this shit. If you have any ideas, definitely hit us up too. Let's see. I gotta go on to the next page. We're almost done with the with the serious shit. Okay, so next project is the network. That's the matrix and trying to get people decentralized and stuff like that. I've been using a new app to get on Matrix, and it's really been nice, and it hasn't been as glitchy as Element has been on the phone. While I don't encourage people to use it regularly on the phone, I know people are going to do it anyways, and when I'm at home not planning to go anywhere, I will use it. I just take it off before I leave. It's called Fluffy Chat. All one word, FLUFFYCHAT. And it's really clean. It's very direct. It's easy to use in my opinion. And it also offers voice chat. Like you can leave voice messages and stuff through it too, which is something I don't think you can do properly with Element. So, that's pretty cool too. I don't know yet if Element can actually see and read and receive the voice messages, but I'm trying to test it out. We'll let you guys know how that goes. But I encourage people to try that app out if you're interested in trying to get on that way. Also, like, I know that there's a lot of people who would like to get involved in the community and stuff like that out there, and you're still not on the Matrix Homeserver. If you want to get involved with MLtP, you're going to have to, because we don't do any organizing or anything like that outside of MLtP. I mean, outside of the Matrix, unless we're like person to personing the shit or like directly talking on, like lines and stuff. So like, you're gonna have to get in there. If anybody wants to, like, you can go to our social media, and a lot of them have instructions pinned. If you go to our link tree, which has basically all of our links there, you can get there too. And that's pretty simple. It's just like the coin tree, but with link instead of coin. And that's MadLiberTEA Party all the way spelled out, no spaces. You can just hop on there. It's pretty easy. It's free. You don't have to pay for it or anything like that. Get your ass off of fucking Discord before it gets sold off to Microsoft or whatever they say they're gonna do with it now. Because it's not getting any better. It's gonna get worse, and people are gonna lose their shit. So let's stay connected, as well as getting involved. Like if you're not interested in getting involved, you can still come to the Matrix. Like, we definitely want to build a community there for conversations and sharing information and all sorts of stuff. It'll be super fun and grand. Also, I think that I'm gonna start doing some side adventure episodes where I'm gonna like mic drop on some social media platforms and stuff that are more decentralized than this. I don't know which one I'm going to start with. It might be the Fediverse, but I'm just going to like basically show people what they're like, give my opinion on it, and like show people how to get started on it basically if they're interested, to see if we can't get more people, like heaving and hawing, hemming and hawing over in some places that are less censorious. Mm. Because yes, they are a private business and they can do whatever they want on their fucking shit. And if they're known to do bullshit stuff, it's time to fucking stop, playing their game and go play somebody else's game at least. I'm going to be focusing first on things that you can host your own instances of, though, because I think that that is really the best way to go. What else do we have here tonight? Uh, let's see. I already mentioned that we're gonna have the Redacted Caucus on the show and everything, and I kind of talked about it a little bit, but it's on the list here because I wanted to mention it and talk about it a little bit. And how I said I'm tired with the LP. I really fucking am. Like, I don't think if this. I was ready to quit after J17. I didn't see much support from them out there across the nation unless they themselves were involved for other reasons. And it really fucking broke my heart. And I've just been pushing, and I'm tired of pushing at people because, like, I mean, nobody listens. And everything stays the same. So when I saw the whole idea of the Redacted Caucus and what it was forming up to be, I had like a spark of hope that maybe if many of us got together and started yelling and screaming at the same time, we might be able to turn this train around and get it going back towards liberty. So like personally, it's like my last Hail Mary for the LP. I think that a group like this could actually, I mean, it could actually take off. It could actually be able to reach out past the regular libertarian fishing grounds into, like, I guess the normies. We could talk to the normies with this shit. I think it would be great. So I'm definitely deeply involved in trying to get this shit going, and I would really appreciate any of you guys who still have any faith in the LP or who are still there to just yell at people and try and wake them up or whatever. If you're just there to use it as a platform to share liberty, you could definitely help us out by showing some support to the caucus. We'll do our best not to let it go astray, like the Libertarian Party has on a national level. Ugh. But yeah, it's more focused in our ideals. We're trying to get people focused in localization and more what libertarians are, like what they say they are, aside from what we become. Like, 'cause it's really disappointing at this point. Like, you guys, I don't want to harp on the LP for too long because y'all have heard it a bazillion times. Anytime it comes up, Mike's got to fucking bitch about how it's not as good as he thought it was going to be. But this is a chance for us to make it, or to try and make it a little bit more like we thought it was going to be. So, I mean, that's why I'm getting involved with it instead of just quitting the LP altogether. Yeah, like that 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 right there. Like that's what it feels like all the time almost. Like locally here, there are some really good people. And I love Oklahoma's LP, state LP people that I have met. Like I have not met one that I don't like yet. So and I know that there are some really cool people out of Texas and some pretty interesting people out of like Arizona and so like there's libertarians all over the fucking place that actually are great. So I don't mean the individuals. I mean like the party, like the organization. Especially on the national level. Like I don't even like to fucking acknowledge it as a real thing because to me it doesn't feel real. It just feels like a giant distraction. So, I mean, let's do. I mean, I'm thinking maybe we can definitely try and shake some things up and maybe get it on the right track again. So, like, I just kind of wanted to like share some thoughts about that because I've been really down on the LP and I'm always really down on the LP and here I am getting more involved with the LP instead of backing out. And I mean, while we still have the capacity to take some peaceful pushes, I think that we definitely should. And so that's what it is. Who knows? Maybe it'll just buy people time to get their garden started first. Ah, anyways, on to the next part. On to the next part. Um, the next part is our Boog Mission. I love calling it that. I feel like a fucking child though. Anyways, we're, you know, for those of you who don't know, we are going to go get our buddy, and we're going to go up and meet our buddy here, our fellow libertarian and boy, and we're going to sail his house back here where he can be with us and we can be one big happy freedom family, because where he is sucks really bad. And we're going to take our time on this. We're going to try to practice free living and on the boat and everything like that. And we're going to document it. We're going to do regular check-ins and uploads and show you guys what are going on. And like whenever we have the internet, we'll probably do some live streams and stuff depending on how good or bad it is. So like hopefully when this is all over, we can put it together and make an actual like solid documentary about the experiences and what we find. And we're also going to be reaching out to various expats and nomads and stuff along the way to see if we can't glean some of their knowledge and experiences for our own betterment and to share with others for the same. So I'm really looking forward to it and everything. And like I said, the LibertEA Fund end of that is coming along really well, and we really deeply appreciate all the help from everybody. I was gonna let you guys know that we are moving forward and all of that. We're still not sure if we're gonna have 4 or 5 people with us, but we are definitely gonna have 4 people with us, and it's gonna be a grand adventure for us. And I'm pretty sure it's okay with everybody that I do like video check-ins with them and stuff like that too. At some point in the near future, I'm gonna get everybody who's going on the freaking trip together on a fucking stream so we can all talk about it, because I think that would be a cool intro, a cool little intro to it while we're fucking still preparing, because all of us are still working to get our supplies and our gear and what we're gonna need. We're still moving towards that. I have not changed our date yet for leaving, just because like that's still our hard. We gotta be leaving to go there by this time. And I don't know how quickly we're going to get ready, but I'm pretty damn sure we're not gonna wait until June to leave. But like I'm really excited. I've got a little bit of nerves, because like this is a really big adventure endeavor that you could really, if you fuck up on this, you could really fuck up on this, But for the most part, it should be okay. I think it'll be fine. I just hope that like, the nation doesn't catch on fire while we're gone. Don't start without us, dude. And don't start in Minecraft without us. You gotta hold the whole server. Just put it on a freeze until we get back. But let's see. Oh, also, like Liz gave me this list of stuff that he's got to do with the boat, and like I remember when we first started this, it was a much longer list, and he's definitely cut it down. We're like really getting close to like everything being ready and prepared. Like there's a few things that we're gonna have to. I might end up having to help him when we get there, because there's like a tangle up a mast or something, and I'm good at that stuff. So I might help him do that. But like I think he's gonna have it all done by the time we get there. Really, like because he's making such good time. And I don't know if you guys actually care about like everything specifically that's going on with the boat that needs to be prepared, but I mean like he's making sure that there's spaces for us to have a little space to sleep and stuff like that, because like the boat has not been set up for this many people. It's been set up for him, and so now he's got to rearrange everything and stuff like that. And I mean like there's some parts that need to be replaced to make sure that everything is nice and sturdy while we're out there, because nice and sturdy is good. We would prefer nice and sturdy. And functioning too, and liver kitties. There's liver kitties. Um, but yeah, like it's I don't even know what all of this stuff means, to be honest. Like I'm still learning about um this kind of boating. This kind of boating. I don't even know what to call this. But like I'm still learning about this kind of boating, and so I don't actually know what all of these terms he's using mean. So as soon as I look them all up, I'll probably explain them in the next update. I'm actually like trying to watch videos and read books and learn as much as I possibly can before I get there. But when we get there, we are going to be taking a little time before we leave to actually practice this stuff before we go. Um, so there is that, and let's see what else is going on. That's basically it right now. We don't have too much else going on. Holy shit, that was like a 40-minute update. I felt like this wasn't a lot of stuff. Like, I was like, what am I going to talk about? There's not a lot of stuff to tell people. But, I mean, I guess there was a lot of stuff. Wow. That's like 40 minutes of freaking update there. I hope you guys didn't get, like, overwhelmed with boredom just having Mike give a MLtP news blast at you guys. Um, I really appreciate those of you who come to watch these things and like are curious about how everything's going. I like them because it makes me feel like we're being a bit more transparent about what's going on here. Um, and I want to like encourage people to, while they're here listening, like if you have a question I'm not answering, it's not because I'm hiding it. It's probably because I haven't thought about it as a question to answer. So totally like throw them out there, and if I can't answer it right then and there, I'll come back and answer it next time. Um, to the person who was asking about the link for the desalinizer, yes, I know that's not what it's called. You can watch last episode to understand that I'm not gonna freaking call it anything but, because I enjoy calling it this. It sounds like a laser. Um, anyways, the thing that cleans the water and makes salt water drinkable, it I don't know if it's gonna work or not. So I'm not going to encourage people to try something by or anything like that or link it until I've tested it. So once I know if it works or not, I'm going to put this out there. I'm probably going to just like do a little mic drop about it, because I mean like that's something that anybody should have. And so like it'll be a little relevant mic drop about cleaning seawater, or something like that for making it drinkable. So I mean, I think that'll be interesting. So I'm not gonna like drop it yet because I'm afraid like I'll give somebody something faulty and they're not gonna test it before they go out into the wilderness, and then they might die or something, because people do that. Like, I love you guys, but some people are not all there in their planning. Like, they're just not the best planners. So I'm just gonna cut that out before it happens. Um, but that's about it. Like that's all I've got. If anybody here has any questions, you can totally hit me up with them. But like aside from that, like I don't know, there've been like a lot of random things happening this week. There's shootings, and I'm trying to figure out more about everything that happened with the Colorado stuff, and we've already seen them not letting a tragedy go to waste and stuff like that. So who knows what they're going to try and pull on us after all this shit goes down. They're already starting to try and go after people's guns, but they do that every time there's a fucking shooting. And so, like, that's probably going to get some more mention either on Monday or by itself. You know, I've been, I don't know. I see a lot less people pushing back against the unity movement and stuff, and I don't know if that's because people are blocking me and I can't see them pushing back against it, or if they actually aren't. I have no idea. Either way, it's been a lot quieter on that front, and I'm kind of thankful for that. I'm gonna hope that it's just good because people are just like chilling out on the idea and stuff. Um, we can always hope. Aside from that, let's see. I guess since nobody's asking any questions, and I spent 40 minutes giving updates when I thought I didn't have enough to talk about, I'm gonna just ask you guys again to remember to um, like and subscribe and share this stuff and share it around. And oh shit, yeah, somebody made a freaking comment from over on DLive. We don't know how long we're gonna have YouTube. We don't know why we still have one now. So I'm deeply, deeply, deeply encouraging all of you guys to go out there and subscribe to us on our Twitch channel, our DLive channel, any of those, so that you don't lose us when they inevitably cut the cord on us here. Because we have actually spread out like the water bug. So if they take us down in one place, we'll still be streaming in a bunch of other places and stuff. So yeah, I would say that DLive is probably safer than Twitch, but they're both pretty useful, and I know people use them, so that would probably be the best place to reach out and hook up with us at. Likewise on Twitter, we're gonna need to freaking hook up with all of you guys who are following us on there, on other platforms too, so we don't lose you guys. Of course, that is why we have the link tree, and I'll toss that back out there just in case you guys don't have it. But we do have the link tree, and that link will be there no matter what. Like if you wake up one day and you can't find us on, I don't know, MeWe or Twitter or YouTube or whatever, you can go there and it will give you all the links that you can still find us at. So, and it will always be that link. You can, like we'll just go in and change what's held in it. It's really neat, Linktree, how it works, and well, how Linktree and Cointree work. So we're definitely taking advantage of that. And honestly, I think the rest of you guys should too. If you have multiple platforms and you're active on social media, it would be it's much easier to put one link in your freaking bio too. Also, like you can fit it all in there. Just be like, hey, check me out everywhere. Click this link. Instead of having to be like, this is my Twitter, and this is my Instagram, and this is my Facebook, and this is my this, and this is my that. To be fair, if anybody's telling you that they have a Facebook, they're probably a Fed, but everybody else, it's really useful. I think that's going to cut it for the day. I think that's going to do it for the day. I hope you guys are having a good one. I'm going to probably be out there trying to do some sort of voice chat and chill kind of thing after this once I get something to eat. So if you guys are around and you want to hang out in the voice chat with us, keep an eye keep an eye out on the Discord or the Matrix. I'll announce it. Um, and you guys have a good night. Take care. Be safe. Stay free. Do not give up your freedom for safety. We'll always dig you. Hope to see you guys soon. This episode of Hatters Weekly is fucking adjourned.